But most of the time, you better proceed with caution. I don't want to take this situation and undermine the ladies who have been violated or who feel that some kind of way something about their lives have been altered by what transpired in some of these cases we see in the public media. I would not disrespect ladies in that kind of way. But you just remember, there are some other women on the other side of the coin who act like savages too. So don't blame all men for that. Men are fucked up. And don't you forget it. And so when you get a guy, or you get some guys that are good guys, that are trying to get it right, don't be disrespectful like that. Don't be trying to hurt them. A lot of guys do really bad things who really aren't really trying to hurt anybody. They're just trying to get what they want. That's what it seems like Bill Cosby is guilty of more than anything. Selfishness at the expense of somebody else's body. But do you think he was the only one that did that? But we can't make excuses for everybody else. But the timing of it all and the nature of it all makes it look like there might be some underlying agenda associated with what was already going on that was wrong. I'm not blaming those women. Most real women know when somebody's been doing something to them. And I saw a couple of people that I questioned a lot. Like, okay, are you just kind of trying to get some retribution here, or did you really get? And then I see some that I pretty much know, like, all right, something's going on here, because I try to be respectful to women's issues. But women have to stop assuming that men are not what men actually are. The difference between me and most guys is that I just don't hide it. I'm just like, hey, here it is, here I am. So you know what you're getting. I think women get devastated the most by finding out something about some guy that she didn't know was going on. Like the BTK killer. His wife claims that for all of those years of doing what he was doing, she had no idea that he was out raping and killing women and leaving symbolism behind after he did it. And thousands of people were blamed and put into a suspect population with this guy because nobody wanted to believe someone who looked like him could be capable of something like that. We'll think again. And then some person that might be tagged and labeled and stigmatized as the person who might do something like that might be the person that is exactly the opposite. But they give you these images and these characterizations and these pop culture beliefs to make you think certain things about certain people, whether it's true or not. Men are fucked up. Take it or leave it. But they're fucked up. But there's something that a man brings to the equation that you can't get any other place. Whether you go to another gender or whatever your alternative is, there's something that a man brings to the table that you can't get anywhere else. And there's something that a woman brings to the table that you can't get anywhere else. See, we were meant to be respectful of one another. We were meant to communicate with one another. We were supposed to make one another stronger. The gender issues associated with sex are overwhelming for men in this society. Men feel so trapped, like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't look at anything, you can't touch anything. Hell, what, are we going to get charged for smelling something next? Like, oh, I caught you sniffing in the air. What are you doing? That's going to be a charge. You violated me. A serial sniffer. Like, I'm being a little outrageous for the purpose of illustrating that you can't forget that everybody's not violating people. Who's looking out for the good guys? They say the good guys finish last. Is that true, ladies? Because if that's true, you better start looking at the end of the line and on the lower level of the pole, because that's all you're going to have left. And I don't care if you call yourself a heterosexual woman, a bisexual woman, a lesbian or gay woman, or whatever it is. You know what? You know what that body was designed for? A man. You know why you're here? You know who made that possible? A man. If you're going to be mad, blame it on the parties that are responsible for what hurt you or upset you, and don't generalize, because men are fucked up, and that's exactly why you love us. Y'all don't need for us to be perfect all the time. And these guys that are roaming around trying to act like they are, or that they aren't like other guys because they think they have something, don't believe it, because again, men are fucked up. This is The Thought Line. I'm your host, Reggie Radney, and I've got information for you.